Now joining us is Abdul Quadri at Dakbo. We need to talk about Manchester United. Thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Well, thank you so much for having me this lovely Tuesday morning. Good for Manchester United fans, good one for them. They escaped just by the whisker. Well, it's a 3 points, regardless of whether it's deserved or undeserved. I think for Wolverhampton Wanderers, they were undone by the VAR referee Michael Salisbury, who had other options to do better. And of course, Simon Hopper, the central referee, should have also done better in his own rank. But then again, the Premier League is just 1 week old, and we're having plenty of controversy. We're now seeing referees dish out cards for players who are insinuating for other players to be booked. We saw it twice in the game against Chelsea, where Thomas Park, and of course, the new Chelsea player, Jackson, got a yellow card. In all, it just tells you that the Premier League is what I call the most inconsistent league in terms of officiating in the world. But you see the Premier League, and you will always see questionable calls every weekend.
Okay, what was the difference between that the keeper's challenge on Anthony and the call for that handball that was not given in favor of Manchester United? A lot of fans feel it is a bit too early to start favouring Manchester United for the season. Remember the new rules, and I remember last season we had a penalty taken after the final whistle that Manchester United had to win 3-2 in that encounter. Why didn't the same play out in that encounter for Monday in favour of Wolverhampton Wanderers?
Again, you look at the tackle from Andre Onana on Sasa, that was clearly a penalty. He went for the ball. Did he get the ball? No. Did he get the player? Yes. So from that angle, you could look at it and say it was clearly a penalty for Wolverhampton Wanderers. And just like Jon Moss said, I think even our web will also agree that there was a big error from the VAR and the centre referee. Now, you look earlier, before the start of the Premier League season, the PGMOL said that they would decide not to award every foul because they feel that they've slowed down the game because every call they give a foul for it. So soft calls will no longer go as free kicks. We saw it against the game between Chelsea and Liverpool. There were some fouls that last season would have been given as free kicks were overlooked. Now, where I have a problem is the fact that the referees are now between giving calls based on their discretionary and not because they feel it's a foul. Now, referee A can feel this is a foul on this player, and referee B would then say no, it's not a foul on this player and play football. Now we could see penalty given in a game between Chelsea and Arsenal, for example, for this same situation, and same penalty will not be given in a game between Manchester United and Wolverhampton Wanderers for similar situations. It now boils down to the referee reading the game for himself, not generally because of the decision that the PGMOL has taken referees to take. I think yesterday was done by the United. Should United have gotten a penalty in that game? I really don't think so. I think that should have been let go. It was just a soft foul and shouldn't have been given.
Time on, my friend, Dakbo. I'm sorry to butt in right now, but I have to wrap up the show. Thank you so much for your analysis on the show today. I wish we had more time. You could go on and on, but I'm hoping that the Premier League and the FA get their acts right going into the new season. Thank you so much for joining us on In the Game.
It's always a pleasure to have you.